How coherent is the Biden policy response? And do you think from what you've heard about it so far, it will work?
It doesn't go as far as advocates and families and lawyers would like, Joy, but I have to say it is an historic first step on an historic day that is literally 4 years in the making. I mean, we all know at this point that the deliberate cruelty of this policy was set into motion almost immediately on the first days of the Trump administration. And after separating 5,500 children, torturing, in the words of Physicians for Human Rights, from their parents deliberately for no other reason than to scare other people from coming to this country, we are now seeing what President Biden's promise is going to look like. And one thing I will say I was surprised by, and I have been, quite frankly, the White House will probably tell you this, badgering them for details about this, is that the Attorney General will sit on this task force in addition to the Secretaries of Homeland Security, Health and Human Services, and other important organizations and members of the U.S. government. And what that signals is accountability could be an important piece in all of this. When you heard that the President of the United States, President Biden, called this criminal as he was running for office, there were questions about whether or not he really meant it. This sends a strong signal, although not a definitive answer, that may very well be the case.
You know, and Maria, there's the policy that took place in this country. But number one, it didn't work because people kept coming, because there are broader issues internationally in Central America that continue to draw people despite the terror that was inflicted on the children and families here. But then there's also the Mexico part. You and I have talked about this because they're going to need a partner. They're going to need Mexico, which has not always. They seemed real friendly with Trump. How friendly are they with Biden, and will they help?
Well, look, the situation is that Mexico needs to help undo, again, these hurtful, torturous policies of the Trump administration. Look, this gets into very intense Mexican politics right now, which of course, it's very geopolitical. But in its simplest form, the Mexican president, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, was very happy to cooperate with Donald Trump in making Mexico the entire wall. So, Joy, I am still getting phone calls from people who I've reported on who are stuck in Mexico, who are trying to get here for claims for refugees. This is not a question of this is not a good time to come to the United States. Maybe you should wait. We're trying to get things in order. This is not a choice for people. That's what we need to understand. This is not an immigration question. People who are coming here now from Central America are desperate, Joy. They are desperate. They are people who don't have a choice. They're running for their lives. So, as Jacob says, this is a historic day. This tone is so important, but it needs to go even further, Joy, because what's radical is not what Biden may do. What's radical is what has been done up until now. I mean, taking women's uteruses and the babies from their parents.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.